In the arid and semi-arid areas, severe droughts characterized by harsh and long dry seasons successively affect the vegetation and animal inhabitants in these areas. These conditions have made a camel to be indispensable to communities in drought areas, making it a principal animal of the desert. The camel owners rely on it for producing high-quality protein for human food and also use it as a pack animal to transport goods and supplies of hides for economic values. In parts of Kenya, whilst affected by persistent drought, it is becoming evident that the communities in these areas are growing up with greater understanding of the camel use.
Over 75% of Kenya is actually the arid and semi-arid areas. Now, there is a population increase, there is climate change, and crop agriculture is giving challenges. There are frequent droughts, and the animal that is surviving during the drought is the camel. When the cattle are dying, the camel is still producing milk for the calf and actually for the people. So it is really helping in terms of food security.
Kenya has close to 3 million camels spread over the arid and semi-arid areas, mostly in northern parts of Kenya.
52% of those camels are in northeastern province. So the leading county in terms of camel population, according to those figures, is Mandera. The next region is Rift Valley, which is having about 33% of those camels.
More services to camel-keeping communities to improve camel health and husbandry, as well as promotion of camel products, is required. It is against this background that the Kenya Camel Association was formed.
Camel Association was founded in 1995 to articulate and lobby for camel development in terms of research and the general development. It has members from all over the country, all the districts where we have camels. Initially, the camels were only owned by Somali, Rendile Cabra, and Turkanas. But now we have camels with many different communities.
A camel is now being identified as a principal animal to pastoralists that can enhance and support their livelihoods. Initiatives and innovations to promote camel products are being addressed by various partners working with the Kenya Camel Association.
We believe if we improve the camel lot within the Kenyan region, we'll be able to supply genetic material and even camel milk into the region, particularly Tanzania, Uganda, and even Rwanda. There have been some inquiries on provision of camel milk in those markets.
It is going to be a milestone in enhancing and empowering targeted communities to improve in food security.
We are looking at milk across its whole value chain, from service providers, the producers themselves, the marketers or the people who provide services like transport, up to the market level, and consumption, where we are looking even at the safety of the milk at the consumption level. So we are addressing the value chain at all levels, like people who provide services, like AI services. We want to see, is it possible to do AI in camel? And this is something that is a new introduction. It has been done elsewhere. Can we adopt that technology for improved camel productivity as far as milk is concerned?
Over the years, the Kenya Camel Association has been organizing an annual Kenya Camel Forum composed of camel owners, researchers, businessmen, government representatives and other stakeholders to discuss issues affecting the camel development in Kenya and across the borders. Kenya Camel Association also participates in international forums like the International Camel Symposium held in Garissa in 2010. The two events were excellent platforms for stakeholders in the agricultural sector to share information and make recommendations on how the livestock sector and especially the camel can continue to contribute to the livelihoods of pastoralists. Kenya Camel Forum brings its members together once a year to discuss issues that relate to the development of the camel.
And we've been around we've had forums all over Kenya, from Mandera to Pokot, and from Moyale to Namanga. So that's pretty much most of Kenya, although the Kenyan highlands are not places where camels live. We go to where the camel owners are, and this was an idea we got from some of the people who are involved in development work with communities. Go to the people, live with them, learn about their problems, share their problems, and jointly come to solutions to their problems.
The government is giving grant to the Kenya Camel Association for institutional support. The donors are participating in sponsoring members to come to the forum. In this forum, the 16 Kenya Camel Forum, we have already 164 participants, and most of them have actually come courtesy of sponsorship from different bodies like Alpro, EAP, ACTED, IOM, PSF, Swiss, World Vision from Moyale, and other partners, and including individuals.
This has always been a unique congregation of the important camel stakeholders from diverse backgrounds.
I learned a lot since I joined KCA because of many communities from Kenya ambazo wanafuga ngamia tofauti na mila tofauti. So nimeanza kujua vile Wapokot wanafuga, Turkana, Waborana, Gabra, Rendile, wote at least. Sasa nimejua kuna tofauti kuliko yetu.
The knowledge and experience realized during the forum goes a long way to improve both the camel and the community's livelihoods.
Hii forum imetukutanisha na watu wengi walikuwa hawaelewi mambo ya gamia, na tumeanza kuelewana, na hata baina ya serikali ambayo wakubwa ya mafitneri wale wa livestock yote tulijuana. Baka hata dawa alikuwa nisijui vile nitabea gamia dawa, sikudhani gamia kama iko na dawa, na hata siku hata tunabatia dawa, mimi mwenyewe hata nadunga hata nabatia kulingana ni vile nimefunzwa na watu kutoka hiyo forums ya KCA.
This forum, different communities, among them the Somali, Borana, Rendile, Samburu, Maasai and Turkana, showcase techniques of preserving camel meat.
Hii nyama inawezekana hata kama tunapata pali soko inapatikana, naweza hata kuweka kwa hiyo vibuyu ama kwa mkebe, tunapeleka hata nchi ya ng'ambo, hata watu kutoka area naweza kununua tu.
KCA has also been using camel activities to promote peace among the pastoral communities.
Kweli forum imewasaidia kwa sababu kama jamii za Borana na Garre ama jamii za Somali na Dogodia na kabila tofauti kwa jamii ya Somalia ambayo wanapigania juu ya maji, juu ya nyasi. Wamejua sasa hawa ni watu wa gamia na hakuna haja ya kupigana. Juu ya forum walikutana, wameona watu huko Kenya mzima kwa bande ya gamia tuko pamoja.
Imeongeza usaidizi mingi kwa amani, kwa vile kama tukiwa Moyale watu waliona kama watu wanaweza toka Pokot, wanaweza toka Turkana kukuja kuangalia tu vile mifugo yetu inaendelea na ngamia yetu. Wameona sisi ni kama jamii moja, tunaweza ishi pamoja na amani.
They travel to Nairobi. We put them in a bus like this bus here of Naleb, and we drive them to Mandera. It means they have to sleep in Karisa, Wajir. They arrive Mandera after 3 days. When they are in the bus, they are sitting together. We book them in the same lodgings, and they are discussing. In the beginning, it was a bit difficult because they were actually quarreling. Don't you want our children to survive? But today, now you can even see they are very possibly coexisting here, and they are discussing about the backwardness of the cow culture.
Due to the increased awareness on camel development in Kenya, the camel resilience and its adaptation on drought climate have made it a landmark animal in the desert, attracting a lot of attention with the increase of global warming threats.
Some other people are interested in investing in processing of the camel milk and selling it to, packaging and selling it to the supermarket. So this has already started, but it will take a while. because we have had problems of people not wanting to consume the camel milk and also the meat because they perhaps think it is not well prepared. Some even have a problem with the physical look of the animals and so on and so forth. It will take a bit of time. What is basically required is of course continued capacity building so that we can get more hygienically prepared products get into the market. And again, we campaign in terms of creating awareness among the consumers, because camel milk has been shown to have some degree of capacity even to manage certain diseases that are common among humans.
We believe the farmer who carries most of the risk and who does most of the work should get the greatest benefit. And that's why we say that we can also organize the marketing links so that they are efficient and there's equitable sharing of the income generated across the value chain of the camel milk production.
The camel milk value chain involves producers, milk bulkers, transporters, wholesalers, retailers, processors, and consumers who all face several challenges. Major constraints to be addressed include diseases, managing milk volumes, milking containers, and poor infrastructures in the targeted areas. However, with all these constraints affecting the camel milk value chain, KCA with other partners is looking at strategies to develop emerging markets niche, introducing technologies that will give long life to milk before it reaches the consumers, and harnessing low-cost techniques on camel milk production.
Kenya Camel Association will be focusing more on camel issues as part, because we have been carrying out the camel milk test fair before, and already from the outcome of the test fairs there's other issues which have come up and we need to share out with the donors.
That way, Kenya Camel Association strives to promote and improve camel production in Kenya.
So nahimiza Kenyans waangalie, wainvest, waweke pesa yao kwa gamia. Hiyo ni moja. Ingine ni mzuri kwa watoto, kwa sababu wakati tutapata ukame na hata ngombe haina maziwa, gamia bado itabaki na maziwa kwa sababu inakula matawi ya miti.